You've said that you never felt like you fit in growing up. You moved around a lot.
Yeah.
What was it that specifically that made you feel like you didn't fit in?
Well, first of all, I was born in LA. Then my dad was like, this family doesn't have enough discipline, and moved us to Senegal, West Africa, where he's from.
Wait a minute. When my dad said we don't have enough discipline, we lost television rights.
No.
For 3 hours, no one took us to Africa.
Yeah, he flew us to another continent, and then we moved to Maryland, Potomac, Maryland, and then back to LA. But I was switching schools every 2 years. It was just a lot.
So do you visit Senegal a lot since then? Have you gone back since you lived in Senegal?
I visited, I used to visit my cousins a lot when I was younger, and it's funny because they my Americanness made me, it was like a currency, it gave me street credit, because there weren't a lot of shows that they were watching, but they were watching like Baywatch and 90210, like every day at 4 o'clock and 4:30, those were the two shows.
Those shows were all over the world.
But late, like 6 months later in Senegal, so they were watching things, and I didn't watch those shows, but they would always say like, oh my gosh, you live in LA and you live in Beverly Hills, like, do you know like Kelly and Dylan? And I'd be like, yeah, I know them. I was just at their house the other day, and they bought it. And meanwhile, like I'd go, be African in America with my American friends, and they would be like, do you have a lion in your backyard? Like, you live in huts?
That was my next question.
I mean, thanks, Conan.
Yeah, now, you went to a mostly white school, predominantly white school in Maryland, so that's got to be an odd experience.
Yeah, I mean, I was young, so I didn't really think much of it. It was just like I would always get the questions for like Black culture. They'd be like, oh, like what's this dance craze? Can you do it? And then, I'm not a great dancer. I can't dance at all, but I would always give it a shot, and then they knew like they shouldn't ask me anymore. So that's it.
It's gotta be irritating. You must know the dance craze.
Yes, do it, perform it, and I can't. It's just hard to learn dances. But I mean, I was pretty much just like the token Black girl at the end of the day.
Right. And so they would expect you to watch certain shows.
Like I even at work, when I had a job before this, it was just about like the Atlanta Housewives or something. I do watch reality shows, but Atlanta Housewives is actually not trashy enough for me, so I don't watch it. But they'll ask
What's the
questions.
trashiest one that you watch?
Love and Hip Hop, but then it got like untrashy because it's more scripted. I just don't, I want to know what I'm watching is like real pure trash, and that's not that.
You're at the right place. Congratulations.